There's always a place where these people started. So when you come to my class, that's where we're starting. And I'm going to be guiding you through that whole process. My name's Nicholas. I'm the breaking instructor here at O2. I teach the breaking beginners class on Saturdays at 1 p.m. When I went to university, I had friends that did dance. So naturally that kind of brought me to the dance studio or the dance club in the uni. But also seeing street dance, not just dance, but street dance in particular. This very kind of underground thing where not many people do it. It's very hard. It's a very difficult thing to achieve. And what attracted me to that was the fact that, this is something that I can really work hard at and do something that not a lot of other people can do. And so then when I took up dance, I would train like crazy. It was a really passionate thing of mine at the time. But now I think it's sort of changed where I think the feeling of music coming on and being able to just enjoy the music in this interesting way where it's not just listening anymore. It's I can groove to it, I can enjoy it, and I can learn new ways to move to that music. And there's all these different ways of moving, and I think that's just kind of really now the main thing that's kept me going. I guess where I came from in Sydney, there was a lot of breaking classes going on and a new generation of dancers coming into the scene through that teaching. Mainly it was at the universities, right? What I found when I came to Melbourne, and this was kind of just a realization for me, I was like, where's the breaking classes? How do people learn breaking here? And it was something that I realized when I was training with other breakers and b-boys, b-girls at certain spots in the Melbourne city area. Some people would walk past and get really interested and join in and want to learn. So there's the people who have the courage to kind of come in and just start learning just from the street, right? But not everyone's like that. Some people need a more formal way, a more less stressful way to get into the dance, and that's kind of what the studios bring. And having no breaking class at any of the studios kind of was a bit of a problem. So I thought, well, I'd really like to make sure that I can provide an avenue for people to learn breaking. And so anytime I have students that come to my class, I'm always extremely grateful because you're here because you actually want to learn this dance and the foundations. And I know it's not truly traditional where we do a video at the end and everything, but because I really want to build foundations with everyone and get them to freestyle. But I'm happy that I'm giving them a way to get into breaking. So that was one of the main reasons I really wanted to teach. I think the first main thing I would say is a lot of students will look at people on YouTube who are professionals, or they might see a battle or a performance or something online. And when they watch that, they think, that's what the dance is. And it is that. But you're not going to start with that. You have to build yourself up to that. So when you see people doing crazy moves, I'm not going to make you do that in class. That's you in 10 years, all right? So it's more kind of moving away from that and go there's always a place where these people started, and it was just as simple as grooving, just as simple as a 6-step, right? Everyone started there. So when you come to my class, that's where we're starting. And I'm going to be guiding you through that whole process. So I'm going to make sure that you understand the technique, you understand every individual step and how it works, so that when you're confident in the foundations, you can do those things online that you saw later on. That stuff takes time. So I wouldn't say to be afraid, because every dance style has its challenges. And the other thing is people get scared of the injuries that might come with breaking. But the reality is that a lot of breaking techniques are they're techniques that you build up over time. When people head spin, there's a very specific way that they do it. No one's ever damaged their neck from a head spin. It just doesn't happen, because there's a very specific way that you do it that protects you. And every single move is like this. And if you take it slow and learn the foundations, you don't get injured. I know quite a few dance friends of mine, many years they've been dancing, not a single injury. So it's all technique, and this is stuff that you learn in the beginner breaking class.